What's up? Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
We'll sit down.
All right.
Okay.
That's the thumbnail, I guess.
All right.
What? That's the thumbnail.
What? We're live. What's up, guys? It's Quinn.
It's Adam.
It's Will.
All right. It's Iconic Comic, and we are here finally in the same room again.
Yeah.
Doing the live open spoiler discussion for The Mandalorian Season 2 finale, Episode 8, Chapter 16. So the way this is going to work, obviously, spoiler alert. If you have not seen it, go see the episode first. The first half of this is going to be our kind of spoiler review, going through the episode, what we liked and what we didn't like, stuff like that, giving us a score or whatever, and then after that we will go to your guys' questions. So we're not in the live chat yet, so if you post something, we probably won't see it yet, but go ahead and get your questions in. If you want to throw some super chats in there, support the channel, that'd be awesome. But throw as many things in there as you want, and we'll get to as many as we can after we talk about said episode. Which, all right, well, let's count just in case. You have 5 seconds to leave.
Don't you scream. I know you want to scream.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spoilers. This episode. My God.
I knew you were going to say that.
You wanted to start with it.
You always say it. You always say it. You said Ahsoka. You said
Bo-Katan.
I know you always.
Well, I mean, it's the elephant in the room, so we might as well talk about it. I was right.
You were right.
I was right. I called it. Now I gave other options too, but that was the one I was like, "What if? What if it's loose?"
I didn't think they had the balls to do it.
No.
To be honest.
Or the technology capability. Like I know they have the capability, but for TV to do it, I thought it was pretty.
I don't know. They're putting a lot of eggs in TV, man.
A lot of eggs.
A lot of eggs in the basket.
So we'll get back to Luke, but we just needed to say it, to say it. But so the episode starts, and kind of how we guessed it was going to start. It's like, all right, we got to get this team together. I kind of wish Bill Burr was in this one too. Like, I wish he would have stayed with the team. He's a good kind of addition to the team.
He is, but they kind of left him to go on his own, sort of.
I think he's going to be in that show, The Rangers of the New Republic. I think he's going to join the New Republic because remember he was like, I was the Empire. It wasn't like that. Like it was just a job. It was where you were born or whatever. It just depends. But we're getting the team together, and they don't waste any time in this episode.
No, they don't. It's just all go.
Well, like it didn't even feel like 45 minutes. It felt like maybe like 5.
Yeah, and
I felt like I was the age.
We immediately get Bo-Katan and I don't know the name of her girl.
Yeah.
I don't like that she could stand up to Boba though.
Yeah.
I felt like I was like, come on, Boba's been fighting.
I mean, Mandalorians in general are also just badass fighters. But where was the dude?
Yeah, I don't know. Like
he didn't die, right?
No, he
in
didn't die, no.
that one episode, because there was a dude with him too in the episode where Bo-Katan was in. So I'm not sure where he was at. But they set it up to have a really badass quad group of badass chicks. You had Cara Dune, Bo-Katan, Fennec, and the other girl.
Name.
I don't know her name. I mean, she's got a name. She had a character name. Let's look it up so we're not disrespectful. But they, basically they get to just to kind of skip over some stuff that everybody's already seen in the show. Hopefully, God.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. Like
you
if
haven't seen this show.
it's on you now. But they get to Moff Gideon's ship and they kind of use Boba as a distraction to like act like because they're in one of the Imperial ships, like Imperial landing crafts, and they're like, we need to get into your ship or whatever. So, I mean, Moff Gideon knew it was bullshit from the start. You could tell on his face. But all they needed to do was get them to open the bay doors. They didn't really need permission because once they got in, they wasted no time firing away at people.
Well, yeah, they did. It's not like they were going to do it like continually go with the doctor and act like it was like all part of the plan.
Right. And then I don't know, man. So my brain's kind of hopping around because there's just a bunch of wreck and shop by those chicks. Like they are going through and wrecking. I mean, stormtroopers are so bad.
They
talk about it. Like
they just rip through.
It's basically like droids.
The only difference, like cannon fodder is cannon fodder, like just people to kill. But the reason they're better than droids is because droids. I mean, droid lives matter. That's fine. I mean, I get it. Like we were sad when IG-11 died last season, but I mean, it is different when you're killing real people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like when Din chokes out that one with the
Oh,
Beskar
you-
spear and breaks his neck, I'm like, that almost
That
does
could have
a
been
little-
a guy that like just grew up.
Yeah.
That's the
Served
thing.
it.
It's like, that's when I knew it was like, oh, this is personal, dude. Like he is, because he's not just trying to put him out of their misery. Like he's making them suffer, which was like, damn. Like he could have easily just blasted him, and he didn't. So they're making their way through the ship and they activate those dark troopers, and only one gets through. Did you find the character here?
Nope, not yet.
And it just wrecked shop, dude.
Oh, dude. Like, it was, nothing was working until we were like, grab the Beskar spear. Because that's the only thing I feel like they could get through it. Because blasters, fire, nothing was working. And those things were strong.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know like how they that strong.
They were punching down the blast doors.
and
The blast doors.
and punching Din in his helmet.
Oh,
Like,
well, the fun part was, or I guess not fun for him, was the helmet wasn't breaking, but his head
helmet
was still
literally going through the
into
wall.
and well, that's the thing. It's like even though the helmet's fine, it definitely still hurts. Like, it definitely doesn't feel good. But he takes care of that one and like opens the airlock
Mhm.
and sends them all out. And we were all kind of like,
I feel like
Really,
they
that was
almost
it?
waited a little too long for them to come back though. Like they
it was a
waited.
good payoff for what solved it though.
No, I know, but they waited. Like it's almost like the bots waited in space for like a while, and then they decided to come back.
Her, the Mandalorian that was, I guess, Bo-Katan's partner or whatever, her name is Koska Reeves.
Okay.
Koska Reeves.
Koska
And guess
Reeves
what?
was
Guess
great.
what? This episode got on IMDb.
Like 9.5.
No.
10.
9.9.
Damn.
9.9. Now this is the first day.
Right.
of
It'll
being
probably go
released,
down after
but
a couple days of
6,432 people.
reviewed it, and it's
Yeah.
at a 9.9 right
Yeah.
now, average.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, people gave it some 10s then for
Mhm.
sure.
It was
Um,
good.
So I'll have to wait. We'll give scores at the end. How many times did you think Grogu was gonna die?
Oh,
I
well,
thought like
dude,
10.
I thought-
like 15.
I thought even though Mandalorian got past, I thought maybe a bullet like got
Yeah.
through.
I thought it was gonna, because the scene was so that's a little bit later, but like when in the beginning of the Grogu stuff, you know, he's got the dark saber right over
I
him,
thought he was
and the
gonna
way he's
chop
just
his head
waving, and there were so many moments of like dead silence and just kind of like hung, like you're holding your breath, waiting for something, like it was gonna be like you said,
a Han moment.
a Han moment where it's like
it's
silence, and you're like, oh, is he gonna is Kylo gonna come to the dark side? Whatever. There's so many times when I thought that was gonna happen to Grogu. Like when he's just waving it over his head like that, I was like, dude, like don't drop it or something like on accident. And I knew that was way too. Things were going way too well,
Yeah,
so I
they
was
were.
like, all right. But the shocker of it all. So they have their little duel, and Mando
kicks his ass.
Mando. I mean, he gave Mando a fight,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it wasn't like the hardest fight I think Mando's had
No.
throughout the series. I mean, he's an old, kind of an old man, kind of not like ridiculously old, but he's like a middle-aged dude fighting a Mandalorian.
And basically, that Beskar spear is basically a defensive lightsaber. Like you can't like
It was
swing it.
it was heating it up though. Like I'm not
Yeah.
sure if it would have went through it. I mean, eventually it might have, but it was like getting really red in parts, just from like single hits. I'm like, maybe it's not as 100% Beskar as the girl told him it was, because his armor wasn't doing that. His armor was just blocked.
I don't know
blocked,
when
blocked.
he blocked and he held it there. It was getting.
Oh, did it?
low.
I didn't notice.
Yeah.
But that dude, the most badass shot is him escorting Moff Gideon to the bridge with Grogu in one hand and the dark saber in the
dude,
other.
right,
in the
that was
fucking
really-
armor.
that was
Like
really good.
Bo-Katan's.
Her face, and I was
Oh.
wondering why she looked so like defeated. And I'm like, no, we did everything we
We
set
won.
out to do. We got the dark saber
Yeah.
for you. We got Grogu, and then when Moff Gideon drops that bomb of this thing is not a you can just have it thing. You have to win it from the person before.
It's like an Elder Wand situation.
It is very much like the Elder Wand, or just wands in general.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it, you know, I feel like there's workarounds though. Like, because he didn't kill Moff Gideon, so there's no reason
But he
Bo-Katan
won
has
it
to-
in a battle.
correct. But there's no reason that they could battle and not knock it out of Din's hands and then go pick it up. Like, I want it from you, bro. Like,
I don't know if they're gonna do that
I mean, if he won it from Bo-Katan, he didn't kill Bo-Katan. I mean,
Yeah.
it's assuming that she was the one that had it when he got it, but she was alive, so I don't know. But here's the thing. I think Din's gonna be the ruler of Mandalore.
I think
think
that
it's
sets
set
it up
up.
Mandalorian that he's gonna just gonna be the leader and everybody's. Just,
I mean, he is.
Imagine
He is
just a big
the show.
group
The
shot.
show is
Called
the
the
Mandalorian. Like he is
Imagine
the Mandalorian.
you have him right here, and then you just have all the freaking.
Can a foundling become? I mean, I guess so.
He has
I mean, the Darksaber, but
I mean,
I don't know all the
Moff
rules.
Gideon, wasn't he technically the ruler?
I mean, maybe I don't know. I don't know. That's the thing is we're learning the rules with Din kind of because Din's not a traditional Mandalorian, so he's still learning this stuff. But so then it's all right, things are going that's when the episode really I was my heart was racing because I'm for a second I thought Bo-Katan was gonna turn.
That's what I thought
Yeah, I
too.
thought she
Well,
was
look
too.
at her face was now here's the thing, if he can be the ruler of Mandalore and they can save Mandalore together, that's when the episode really I was my heart was racing because I'm what's the last thing you guys heard? Just comment if there was issues.
There's only one person in the thing. I think it's me now.
Oh great. Who are we talking to? Are we live right now?
Yeah.
Who are we talking to? Are we live right now?
Yeah.
I guess we are.
Yeah. Sup, Charlie?
Okay, so it's Will.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So are we good? Did anybody miss anything? Go ahead and comment now and just tell us if we cut out for a while. I think we might be fine.
Okay, 6 people. Charlie says I might have missed something.
Did we cut out? Did you guys get our scores at the very least? We'll go our scores again. Will's
Yeah.
9.9,
9.9.
Adam's 9.8, I'm a 9.8. Great episode.
Amazing.
Well, at this point, here I'll pull up my comments. All right, so let's go ahead and get into your guys' questions here.
What up, accuracy?
So go ahead and start throwing in your guys' questions, and we'll answer as many as we can. Did you guys tear up when Grogu went away with Luke, dude?
I did.
Again, the acting in that scene was just on point. When his eyes are welling up and stuff, and even it looked like Grogu's eyes were starting to water. I was like, man, oh my gosh, the stream is buffering. Well, hopefully you guys are good now. Seems like we're good. Will's iPad, blame him, not me. You got
Set
your
it up and everything, but
You got your wish. Luke got his Vader moment. Yep, dude. That's what we were just talking. Dude. Again, when he crushed that one, and he just.
That crushed. You could tell he was crushing every single component inside of that.
That reminded me of Revenge of the Sith when Vader is at the end and he figures out that Padme's dead, and he just all the robots and stuff are all crushing and whatever. Now he did it to a whole room of robots or droids. It's kind of a blasphemous thing to say robots in Star Wars. They're droids. But yeah, fucking badass. Eric at Blindwave said that the lightsabers can get through Beskar if you hold it up against it for long enough. It just takes
Okay.
time. Okay, I mean that makes sense.
Yeah. The spear was sort of thin, so it would have heated up more. So
That's why he couldn't sit there and just hold it all day long. He had to
Yeah.
basically get him off of him or whatever. I thought it was a decent fight. It was cool to see the Darksaber in action because it's such a different kind of lightsaber.
Yeah.
Because it's a blade.
Blade.
It's a flat thing. The other ones are almost like sticks. You know what I mean? they're rounded and they're thick.
Yeah.
But seeing it just slice through that wall, dude,
I don't know
so
how they make
badass.
a blade though. Is it just the hilt that does something?
I think it's the shape of when it emits.
Yeah,
So,
whatever the hole is or whatever where it comes out of, I guess. You haven't seen any of the episodes, so see ya. It said, Puckaduck says, they were wait, it said, I haven't seen any of the episodes, so see ya. I was yeah, probably a good idea, because we would have ruined that. You aren't a true badass unless you get a hallway scene.
Yep.
dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably what. So earlier today, I get like tons of texts like, "Don't go on social media. Like
That's
it's gonna,
probably what it is.
it's gonna spoil everything." Well, dude, I mean that's a huge spoil. Dude, I'd have been pissed.
Pissed.
Oh,
Dude, because I
Pissed.
bet somebody on YouTube has that as their like clickbait like thumbnail.
Right. Dude, so like I didn't really get on social media, but I was on YouTube and I saw like it said spoiler something, and it said Dark Trooper hallway. That's all I read, and I was like, what? And I got out of there really quickly, and it was like, yeah, I'm guessing that was the scene they were talking about, unless they're talking about the fight with Din. Yeah, I don't know. Go ahead, keep sending in those questions and comments, guys, and we'll read as many as we can here in the next couple minutes. Oh yeah, we didn't even talk post-credit scene.
that's right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Boba Fett's getting his own
I think
show.
that's tying that loose
Into a
end.
new show.
That's gonna be a new show though. So we're gonna have 4 shows going on
Oh
at
my
the same time. We're gonna
God.
have Mando. We're gonna have the Book of Boba.
Mm-hmm.
The Book of Boba. It's like the Book of Mormon. It's gonna be a musical.
Well, I think this is a good thing that Disney's doing because they're gonna have 4 shows, 4 days of the week. Like,
Maybe, dude. If there's stuff like all week long, it can't be $6.99 next year. You know what I mean? They're gonna have to raise that
You know
price.
how much money.
It's crazy though. If they just raise it like $2, how many more millions that makes
Oh,
overall? You know what I mean? It's
mhm.
crazy. And yeah, so just yesterday, Charlie brought it up. The original Boba Fett passed away yesterday,
Yeah.
which is so eerie that
Yeah.
that happened the day before he gets his own series.
mm,
That's so crazy, man.
Now are they using that actor?
Oh, Tamara
Yeah.
Morrison
Yeah.
or Tamara Morrison? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I did like when Bo-Katan called out that he was a clone.
mm,
When he said, "Oh, dude, like she like went hard at
She's
Boba."
like,
She-
I've heard your
she's like-
voice a million times.
because all the clones have that same voice, but just when she said something like your father, don't you mean your donor? I'm like, damn.
Donor.
But he is his. I mean, technically they're all his kids, kind of like the clones. But
Donor.
but he isn't. Boba's different, right?
Yeah.
He ages differently because the clones have rapid aging.
Yeah. So when they clone them,
They age really quickly, so they
Yeah.
can be soldiers.
Well, yeah, they were like an age, like I guess enhancer or whatever.
But
and
Boba didn't
Boba
get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he was a kid in the prequels or whatever. But yeah, that so like, dude. First of all, we didn't even talk about freaking Bib Fortuna was on Jabba's throne or whatever. But like, so what is that like the throne of? Like, because you're not ruling Tatooine, you're just ruling like the gangster underbelly of Tatooine.
I guess Boba's gonna get fat too, because
He's already a little dad bod.
Yeah.
like,
you gotta be fat to sit up there.
yeah, Bib Fortuna put on some weight, dude. He had that thick gullet, like sitting right here.
Well,
That
those big like
He had-
things that he has.
he had that George Lucas neck kind of going on.
Well, it was that thing, like, because he has those two. He had like this big, like, those just like skin,
Yeah,
big,
the folds.
muscle.
Like this episode had everything. It had Luke Skywalker. We saw Bib Fortuna die, an original trilogy character, not a big one, but like a decent part of the
Boba
beginning
Fett.
of Return. Boba Fett's back. He's on the freaking like gangster throne. You got
Luke Skywalker.
dude. There's so much. Yeah, you didn't really like them trashing Boba. Like,
Oh, I wanted like Boba just to beat their ass, like.
Well, I think it does set up though that they were good enough to go on that mission. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're badass fighters.
But I feel like Boba could have definitely took that youngin for a
Boba's
spin.
been out of the game for a little bit too. I mean, I know you had that badass moment, but also they were stormtroopers.
Yeah.
But I mean, Boba's been out of the game for a hot
I
minute.
thought he was gonna take that youngin for
I
a
wish Boba still
spin.
carried that big stick around too. Dude, he was murking people with that stick like it was nobody's business. Any more questions, guys? Any more comments? There be people in here. Otherwise, we'll just sit here and stare at you until you comment. Yeah, God, there's so many ways that this could go. Like, I don't even like. Again, I would not be shocked if we saw Kylo.
Why
at
are
some
the
point.
people that are in charge of the movies, or in charge of the TV shows, not in charge of the movies?
That's a good question.
These TV shows are so much better than
That's
the
a good
movies.
question.
Hoping for Force Witches in season 3.
You mean like the one on the ones on like Dathomir? Like one like, crap. You know how Darth Maul's mom?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that? I guess that's what you're referring
Yeah.
to, dude. There's so many like. I don't know if we'll get much Force stuff like Jedi stuff
I
in the
hope
next
we don't.
season.
I'm liking the Star Wars vibe of just like the blasters, not having those OP weapons all the time that can just shred everybody.
Right. I mean, they come in handy.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Luke just walked through the Dark Troopers when they were gonna be this big threat, or whatever. But, God, it's so good. I feel like next season's gonna bring it back down to kind of like Mando season 1.
So I know this is a little off topic, but I know how you have so many swords. I think I know the next addition you need in the basement.
The Beskar spear.
Spear.
Beskar
Yeah,
spear.
Just
Beskar
put it
spear.
right up there.
Yeah, but nobody will know what it is. Like it'll just look like a metal spear. And there's no such thing as Beskar. So
Beskar,
you'd be
yeah.
like, it's a Beskar spear. Well, it's actually made of just
Aluminum.
steel or
Right.
I don't know if it'd be made of aluminum. That'd be really flimsy. But yeah, just I'll get a spear. Fine, I'll get a spear. I mean, I got a lightsaber. I got Luke's saber over there too. But yeah, guys. Any more questions, comments? Let's see. What we got. What planet would you want Mando to explore next season? I want some prequel planets.
I want Mandalorian.
Mandalorian.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think that's a given that we're gonna go to Mandalore at some point.
Do you
but
think we'll get like Kashyyyk?
I don't know. Like that's the thing. I want prequel. I would love to see Coruscant. Because Coruscant is one of my favorite planets. That's such a cool idea. I mean, is that where Luke's current temple is? Is he going to the Coruscant one, or has he found a new one, and that the one that you see in Last Jedi already, or has he not found that one yet? Because, again, we need a Luke and Grogu show now. I can't just, dude. If that's the last time we ever see him, I can't be left on that cliffhanger. You know what I mean? But that's basically a cliffhanger. I don't think I need to see Hoth.
You don't?
No, because I mean it's just a big ice planet. Like it's like I don't like. There's other planets that are just like Hoth that we see in like, you know, the Clone Wars and stuff.
Yeah.
That
Well, we saw one in episode 2.
yeah. I would be down for them going to. Is it Camino? Is that
Camino?
the clone where they make the clones?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think that could be or maybe we see that in the Boba Fett show or whatever. But I would love to go back to Camino, like the cool like big ocean planet or whatever with the big weird necky aliens there. Like I don't know what they're called.
The weird necky aliens.
Big eyes.
I think we're not gonna now kind of mixing other shows, but I think we'll see Mustafar in the Obi-Wan show.
Yes.
I mean that's where Vader builds.
Yes.
Vader builds his. I mean we saw Mustafar in Rogue One.
Yeah, he built his castle.
He built Vader's castle. Dude, we're getting Vader. Dude, Star Wars, I think, is going to thrive on television. I think it's going
It's
to.
already.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm saying I think it's going to get so massive that I don't think we'll get another like we're going to get
Movie.
episode 10 at some point.
Yeah.
They're not going to stop. It makes too much money. But I don't think we're going to get episode 10 for like 10, 12 years. I think they're going to like just live on TV and do these like kind of side movies and stuff like
Well,
they're doing.
I think, well, we see now, Star Wars thrives more on TV than movies. Like when
Currently.
Now when Star Wars first came out, that was the big thing.
But to me, Star Wars will always be movies first. To me, like at my heart, like shows are awesome, and we're gonna flesh out a lot of stuff. But you're able to flesh out more things in 10 hours than you can 2.5. I think that's what the shows are going to be for, is filling in lots of
Gaps.
plots and gaps and times and stuff that we have not seen on the movies.
Give us characters that we want more time with, but can't fit.
Right, and I think the movies are going to be like the epic stuff, like like big battles, like saving the galaxy type stuff. These I don't think we're ever going to get to like saving the galaxy, and I don't want it to be saving the galaxy. It's personal stories and stuff like that, like Din, and I think the Obi-Wan stuff is going to be personal. Like it. I mean, obviously, I think the movies will be those big threats, like the episodes. Like there's
Why does that have to be over?
We gotta wait a whole year.
Let's see. Where are we at? They could go anywhere now since Grogu isn't part of the crew for now. Yeah, man,
That's
they
true.
could just go
Yeah.
anywhere.
I think they're going to Mandalorian.
I think that'll be the first goal. Dude, we kind of left off on like, all right, where's Bo-Katan's stance on all this? Because she did not look happy.
No, she
was
didn't.
Pissed. I was shocked to see how good Luke's face looked. Right?
It was really good.
There was one moment where it was like the uncanny valley, where it was like whenever they do that in movies, like when they did it with young Tony Stark in Civil War, or when they did it with Leia or Tarkin in Rogue One, where they make DH somebody. There's like always like this like one moment where it's like the eyes or something. It's either the eyes or the mouth.
Lips. I think
it's the way they move kind of thing. But like most of it, I was completely fine with. Now, smart to make him wear the hood for most of the fighting, just so that you didn't have to CG that whole thing. Just his little chinny chin. What's up, Riggs? I think it looked great.
Do we think Chris Pratt would be good in Star Wars?
Chris Pratt could do anything. He's fucking badass.
But
more Bill Burr.
He is. Oh, yeah, dude, I want Bill Burr so bad.
He's going to be in Rangers, probably.
I think he's going to be in the Rangers of the New Republic show. I think. See, but with Chris Pratt, I feel like he's already in a space thing with Guardians. I'm not saying it wouldn't be good. I mean, he is like, but he's kind of like a
universe, galaxy far, far away.
That's when I get pissed. But it's not a galaxy far, far away.
It's a long
time ago. It's supposed to be like thousands of years before Earth and us and stuff like that. But I mean, he's already kind of a Han Solo type character as Star-Lord. You know what I mean? He's like Star-Lord's like if you mixed Han Solo and Captain Kirk. Like, he likes to sleep with aliens, and he's kind of like a scoundrel, kind of like gunslinger kind of guy. But I wouldn't be like, I wouldn't be mad if they announced it at all. But yeah. Any more questions, guys? Got 10 people up in this bitch.
11.
Oh, 11. Well, I guess technically 9 since we're both on the chat.
Yeah.
So, bear with us here. Well, we'll give it another minute or two. You guys get your last couple questions.
Do you think Mace Windu will return at some point? I hope so, because I want the relationship between.
I wasn't a big fan of him.
I love him in the books and the shows and stuff. I don't think Samuel L. Jackson was a good, and I love Samuel L. Jackson. I just don't think he was a good choice for Mace Windu.
I liked him in Clone Wars.
I think he just he's just weird. It didn't feel like Star Wars to me. It felt like a different movie whenever he was talking, because it's Samuel L. Jackson, and he's talking so current day like. I think Chiwetel Ejiofor would have been a better Mace Windu.
Who?
Mordo from Doctor Strange.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
His kind of Doctor Strange, not Wong, but Mordo, the guy who goes bad at the very end of the movie.
Here, I'll pull
The only black dude in the movie.
Long time since I
That guy.
Doctor Strange. Okay, yeah.
I think he would have been a better Mace Windu.
Yeah.
I'd have been down for him.
Well, I want to see the relationship between Boba and Mace Windu. Like, you killed my dad. Like,
right, dude. Now, I feel like that's connecting too many things conveniently. It's
I feel like it's already getting to that point where everything's.
It's getting close. Like, I think it's right on the edge.
Yeah.
But like you said, now that we've seen Luke, anything's possible. Like, and there's no limit. I feel like.
I still can't believe that Luke's in this damn episode, dude.
Right.
Like Luke Skywalker.
and it was so good too. Like, we got Prime Luke.
So, will we ever get a Knights of the Old Republic series?
Still dreaming.
I think so, at some point, or a movie.
Okay.
I mean, either or. I think we're gonna get something in the Old
Star Wars
Republic.
still do movies like their little side
Yeah.
gigs.
Well, they already announced. Remember, like Rogue Squadron coming
That's
out.
a movie.
Oh, that's a movie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. That
Wasn't there another announcement for a movie? Oh, Taika Waititi's doing a movie. The guy who did Thor Ragnarok. He's doing a Star Wars movie.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
They haven't announced it
Is
yet.
Acolytes a movie or a TV show?
That's TV show.
Okay.
It's TV show. That takes place in the High
I'm
Republic era.
actually.
That's right.
Now that you told me what the Bad Batch is about, I really want the Bad Batch.
Oh, dude. It picks up right after Clone Wars. Like, it literally picks up, like, right as Revenge of the Sith is getting into it. Like, because you see the part where he's like, the First Galactic Empire. I like how they use the same, like,
Voice.
recording from the movie.
What's up, Gabe?
What's
How
up,
you doing,
Gabe?
What's up, Gabe?
But I think with Knights of the Old Republic, I don't know if it'll be Knights of the Old Republic, but I think we'll get an Old Republic era film or TV show at some
Well, I
point. They were thinking about doing this was years ago, so I don't know what the development on it is or if it just dropped and died. They wanted to do like Old Republic movie or TV show, I can't remember which one, but like Game of Thrones style. Like, dude,
Ooh.
yes, all about that.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm not the biggest Game of Thrones fan, but that's the style I would do it in. I wouldn't be shocked if they gave Taika Waititi an Old Republic movie.
Yeah.
Because they have
So-
not announced what Taika Waititi's movie is. It's just
Mhm.
random movie that he's developing right now.
The only problem with this is, unfortunately, since when Disney took over, Old Republic is no longer canon. So that's
Well, the
what High
video
Republic-
games or whatever.
Yeah. Well, High Republic is considered canon, and that takes place after the Old Republic.
What? Well, the stories of the Old Republic aren't canon anymore, but the Old Republic still was a thing.
Yeah.
Like they
those-
talked about in the prequels,
Yeah.
they said like the Old Republic or whatever like that. But I mean that's fine because I want them to do a new story anyway. I wouldn't want them to kind of take from something else and just make it into a movie.
Mhm.
I want new stuff.
Well, we didn't get Ezra or Thrawn.
Are any of you guys on Discord? I think we do have an iconic comic Discord. I think I started it, but I never like sent out a link or anything.
Oh.
But I can probably post it in the.
Mhm.
I'll post it. I'll just make a post on YouTube, the Discord, and we can all get it. So if you want to chat with us throughout the day, and kind of deal, that'd be cool. Sabine just handed the Darksaber to Bo-Katan,
Oh.
so why can't she accept it from Mando?
Oh yeah.
That's true, right?
Yeah.
I feel like they're
So-
making new rules all the time. Let's be honest. You're making me nervous by sitting forward. Relax, guys. Well, I'm on the edge of my seat after that episode.
Crazy.
I believe the Acolyte show is Old Republic era. It's technically High Republic is what they
Yeah.
said, but it's so close to the Old Republic, right? Isn't
It's
that what High
right. It
Republic is?
takes High Republic takes right after. Old
Yeah.
Republic.
That's a cool idea for a show, and like it's gonna be like Sith based, right? Like I
No,
think
well,
it's
this
gonna
is-
delve
this
into
is-
dark side stuff.
No. So so the ending of the Old Republic into the High Republic. That's when the Sith aren't really a thing. So you know how at the beginning of the prequels they're like the Sith aren't really a thing, right?
Yeah, but I
this is
swore they
like-
said it was gonna be like bad guys.
Is it?
Let's see. Star Wars: The Acolyte.
Because
The show will focus on the emergence of dark side powers in the final days of the High Republic era.
Okay.
Final days.
Okay, so this takes right before the prequels then.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still like
I feel like
relative time.
I
It's
feel
going to be
like-
a good chunk of years before the prequels, but before the prequel era
Okay.
kind of thing.
I feel like for the casual Star Wars fan though, I feel like this is a lot because they're jumping around so much.
Well, here's the thing. That's why I think it's such a good idea that each episode releases once a week. Because I think all these shows, just like The Mandalorian, are going to get new fans into it. Because I think they're all going to be so different from each other. They're not going to feel like the movies. Like this felt like a Western kind of deal. Like Western kind of, like this episode kind of felt like Western, like Ocean's 11, like kind of heist kind of thing. Like them sneaking on the ship kind of deal. Like who knows what these other shows feel like. Maybe like we get some, I mean, honestly, you could throw. I mean, I don't need it, but you could throw a comedy in there too, and I wouldn't hate it. Like, but you'd have to do it right. You'd have to do
I don't
it
know
right.
how you would do it.
But
Comedies.
you got like Western. You could do like a spy show. You could do like a pirate type show. But there's pirates in Star Wars. You do like a pirate type show. I mean, I'm down for anything at
So
this
the
point.
Acolyte is 200 years before Phantom Menace. So Yoda's what? 700?
Oh, I guess so.
Yeah.
God, he's 900 years old.
Gosh.
Jesus. Ahsoka show will have Ezra and Sabine calling it out. That would
Yeah.
make sense.
Yeah. That
And
makes sense.
probably Thrawn,
Yeah, Thrawn.
played by hopefully Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh, that'd be
dude.
good.
Dude, Benedict Cumberbatch plays Thrawn. Ooh, Thrawn's gonna be so hard to pull off in live action though, like making him look.
I think
cool.
he can do it though.
I'm saying, like Benedict Cumberbatch for sure can
Yeah.
do it, but I'm saying making that. I mean, he's blue. He looks like a blue human.
Mm-hmm.
So
Have you seen
Oh,
Thrawn?
Bloomin'.
I guess there's other characters that already look.
Have you seen Thrawn?
Well, he's not in the Rebels yet.
Yeah, don't, cause like I'm on my
Just as-
I'm on my Clone Wars.
Oh,
Right
are
now.
you on that now?
I'm on Clone Wars right now.
Can we say that this season of Mandalorian probably had more moments of like holy shit than ever like last season?
Mhm.
Like just the little stuff like Ahsoka, and then even at the end of that episode where it's like, where's your master? Where is Grand Admiral Thrawn? I'm like, oh my god. I imagine an Eric Andre show style series set in Star Wars universe, or like a Chappelle show, just skits and stuff. I mean, that's basically Robot Chicken Star Wars.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Robot Chicken Star Wars? Oh, dude,
Oh,
I
it's so
gotta
good.
show you some clips before you leave
It's
because
really
it
good.
is the funniest stuff. We'll do one more minute here, guys, and then we'll wrap it up. We'll just wait for you guys to comment. What is your guys' most what predictions for next season?
We go to Mandalore. We finish up. We don't see Grogu. I think it's also gonna be a time jump.
I don't,
a couple
think
years.
I don't think there's going to be a time jump. I think it's going to start right there. We're going to go straight to Mandalore. Like,
Do you
we're going to
think-
figure out what's going on.
Or we see Grogu like at the very end of the season,
Maybe.
like come back,
Yeah,
whatever.
probably
It's
like a episode 8.
Or is it gonna be like, dude, there's so many possibilities. Like Mandalore goes and visits him once a week, like, I mean, like he
Visitation.
he shows up, and then that's where you see little Kylo, like, you see Ben Solo and Grogu playing together.
Oh.
God, and like maybe that's what happened with Anakin. Like Anakin was playing with Grogu or whatever, and then like he like texted him before Order 66, like, "Hey, don't go to the temple tomorrow."
Jesus.
Like,
That's so bad. Oh.
no, whatever, it's fine. Aren't they making a spy show with the guy from Rogue One? Oh, I guess that would be kind of like a spy show, the
Oh, the
Cassian Andor
Cassian
thing.
Andor?
I mean, he's,
Yeah.
I mean, a rebel. I mean,
Yeah. Spy.
he was a
espionage.
rebel. Like, and it's going to be kind of like we're going to get to see kind of the forming of, I think, at least the forming of the rebellion,
Mhm.
even more so. I mean, Rebels, you got a little bit of that. I think we're going to go deep into the forming of the rebellion, which is going to be cool. That show excites the hell out of me because he was my favorite character from Rogue One.
Mhm.
But and it was because of one scene in the very beginning when he's kind of in that marketplace by himself and he like finds that kind of the informant, and like the guy's like nervous. He's like, and this is like, you can tell the rebellion hasn't really even formed completely yet. It doesn't even do that till like right as New Hope's starting. It's still factions of the rebellions and different leaders and people with different ideologies, and it's not a government yet.
Mhm.
And the dude's like scared. He's like, what is it? What do they have? It's a planet killer. And then like the stormtroopers come up to him, like, let me see your identification. And he blasts the stormtroopers, and the nervous dude's like, what are you, like, now they're gonna get us or whatever. And he's got like a limp already. And he's like, hey, relax. Like, and he like gives him that hug or whatever. It's gonna be okay. And then he takes him out. He takes out a good guy just because he's trying to keep the rebellion alive. Like if he gets captured, they're fucked. So it's like, I want to see the dirty side of the rebellion, like getting their hands dirty kind of stuff. And I think we're gonna get that. Star Wars Halloween special. That's a horror movie. But horror, I want to see some horror Star Wars.
Ooh.
Yeah, you might get some of that in Acolyte if it's dark side focused. You might get some horror elements.
That'd
I
be
mean,
cool.
let's be honest. The scene from Rogue One, Vader in the hallway,
That's
is kind of like a
basically it.
horror scene.
Mhm.
With all them screaming like that, like help us. All right, guys, we'll call it a day for now. Man, what a journey we've been on.
Mhm.
So we have till next. So the next show that we'll review and watch officially. I mean, we might pick something else, but the next big one is going to be WandaVision, our weekly one that we'll do, and that starts January 15th. So basically a month from now.
Do we also want to do karate or Cobra Kai?
Here's the thing: it all comes out at once.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm gonna binge it. Like,
Yeah.
like I don't know if I can react to every like that'd be a lot of filming. We'll see. Nothing's out of the question. We'll figure it out, guys. But let us know what you guys thought in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys like,
Comment, share.
and subscribe so you don't miss a single thing from the channel. I like the thanks Gabe, throwing in a little super chat.
Go
Thanks, man.
Gabe.
Appreciate it,
Thanks,
brother.
Gabe.
You guys brought up Discord. I'll have to look into what I did with that account, but that'd definitely be a
I
cool
would love
thing.
to jump on Discord.
That'd definitely be a cool thing to get involved with, and it'd be an easy way to just keep in touch with you guys, the
Especially, like,
subscribers.
In between our videos.
Yeah, be like, hey, this is what's happening with the channel, kind of thing. So good idea. I like it. I'll look into that definitely today. And as always, make sure you guys stay tuned
Stay iconic.
and cue music. And now we gotta wait till Will turns it off. Now we're just staring at you guys.